This is Duke University.
I am Mary McClintock Fulkerson, Professor of Theology at Duke Divinity School. I'm also connected to the Women's Studies. I am currently on the board of Human Rights for Duke and really appreciate that. My interests that connect up have come through research that I did, ethnographic research of an interracial church, when I discovered that there was, not only very few white churches that took race seriously, but that there were never any discussions about that kind of issue in churches. And I ended up getting involved in the Duke Pauli Murray Project, which is about recovering the story of this African American lesbian woman who grew up in Durham, went on to become a civil rights activist and a lawyer, helped create the desegregation laws for Thurgood Marshall, and then late in her life became a priest, the first African American woman Episcopal priest. She's since been designated a saint in the Episcopal denomination. The project is about what I would consider human rights or the common good in a kind of broad sense, and that is recovering our honest stories about the past. We've had a number of public discussions. This is the fifth year of the project. Public discussions about the state of race issues, white privilege, etc. in Durham. And it's wonderful to see how many people will show up for these conversations. We've also had public conversations around the issue of LGBTQ issues, how people are experiencing that now, including discussions of Bayard Rustin with the civil rights movement. So my involvement in that project has helped shape my research. I'm working on a project on white colorblindness as a form of racism, new form of racism. But also I've been involved in a local reading group in a local church where we've been discussing it's a multiracial church. We've been discussing our own histories, family histories around these issues. And we're in our fifth year on that. Now, recovering these stories is not all we need to do about addressing injustice, but it is crucial, especially for, I think, for everybody. It's about the common good, but it's also crucial for people designated as white who will typically think this is all fixed, it's over, we don't need to talk about it anymore, and the only thing racism is malicious acts toward persons of color. That's an inadequate conception. So telling our stories, recovering these histories, and talking to each other is an important step toward addressing the ongoing residuals of what we think of as historic racism and classism and heterosexism. So I've been very excited to be a part of the project and continue to learn a great deal from others, given that I grew up in an oblivious white privileged community in the South. So there are other issues relative to human rights, and I'm also appreciative of being on the committee, the task force, the board, and learning from other people about their projects and what continues to matter in Durham and elsewhere.
Produced by Duke University, online at duke.edu.